Navi, do you think they got it with the Brood, or is Secret going to just out-polish them through the laning phase?
I'll go for Navi. Okay. It's the last pick Brood Mother. It's the best chance they got.
I'll go for Secret because I think they're just going to put Beastmaster mid, or they'll figure something out.
Awesome. We'll throw over the casters now. It's going to be Grant and BSJ to bring you all the coverage.
Prepare for battle.
Hey there, everyone. Welcome, Secret versus Navi. This should be a great one, BSJ. I know you're excited for it, but the question is, what do you fans at home think? And yep, Secret pretty heavily favored, but, you know, after this draft...
I don't favor them in this draft.
Okay.
I think the panel has forgotten that Beastmaster's axes, like the player of Navi's mid lane, are magical damage
and the Spiderlings
physical damage. Spiderlings have 0 armor and 50% magic resistance. So I believe that this Broodmother could be a serious problem in the laning stage. They have absolutely no way to clear the spiders, and I don't know when they get ways to clear the spiders. Like Radiance? Battle Fury? Like, when do you clear these spiders? I don't think these axes... Maybe I'm wrong. I don't think they effectively do enough damage. I'm literally watching this mid lane because that's going to decide this game. I don't think Ricky has to wait till Diffusal to come online. I think Centaur... I think this Broodmother is going to force resources away from Centaur, so meaning that Secret's not going to be able to shut him down like they want to. And I think they're going to run into all kinds of trouble. They're putting an Invoker in the side lane. If there's ever a game that I've predicted a Secret to lose, it would be this one. I think no matter how good you are at Dota, that sometimes you cannot overcome the physical limitations of your heroes. But if they win, I am most certain it will be a treat to watch how they figure this game out.
Yeah, and it looks like early on, we're going to have 3 heroes down bottom. For Secret, I don't believe they saw Puppey. It is just a Chen. Nothing skilled yet. We did see in the other game the same exact thing, actually, and Chen skilled Penitence level 1 with the tag team, and they got first blood, but it seems like Puppey will just be chilling around here for a little bit, actually waiting for that courier. There's 2 couriers down here he's waiting for. Instead, he pulls creeps. Whoopsie doodle. And that means it is going to be the Shadow Demon up top pulling creeps as well, so we're going to have a little bit of a wonky laning phase for a bit, BSJ.
Yeah, just the nature of these Broodmother type last picks. You gotta make some funky adjustments. As in the mid lane, you do expect Beastmaster to have a good start. He has 76 damage, and Broodmother has 48.
So when does the Broodmother turn this around? Like level 2 Spiderlings, or just when you get an army?
You start racking them up, and then level 2 is when you really do start racking them up. But he's actually denying all the creeps. 6 denies in the mid lane.
My God, Zai, chill out.
Yeah, man, be a little easy on him. He's trying to beat you here.
And this could be a problem. I know the Brood eventually you said you can't kill the Spiderlings, but if you're just so far ahead, bottom lane though, tag team there, looks like just harass him down. And yeah, you talked about it, BSJ. You think we're going to see a lot more like first pick, first ban Tusk, and well, here we are.
Yeah, the hero's pretty damn good. The problem is there's so many heroes in Dota that's problem in the early game is damage, and Tusk alleviates that problem for even a hero like Invoker, who hits for 51 damage, and Cold Snap does very little damage other than just making them not run away as quickly. And tag team just supplements that so well.
And the Invoker, so what do you do on a side lane Invoker? I've always heard like, it's just not that good. You still do the same thing, right? You're just a lot slower at it, I guess?
Yeah, you still get the levels. Okay. Yeah, the thing is the hero doesn't farm at all. So that's the concern I have. I really don't know how it ends up playing out for Quaswex Invoker in the side lane, because you usually rely on that early bit of levels and start.
Matumba, man, in a lot of trouble. Obviously, we know this is a 1v2 lane, and yeah, that'll be an easy one. You do see bottom lane, like the Radiant's getting zoned out, but the problem is we've seen Centaurs 5-minute hoods and stuff. Like, they're pretty hard to beat, and Pasha should have a free one.
This is what I mean by they're going to force resources away from Secret in terms of shutting down the Centaur. They do have the Invoker against it later. We've seen how good the Cold Snap, Tornado, as well as the Spirit Vessel are against heroes like Centaur, the strength, beefy, runaway type heroes. But yeah, it still concerns me when a hero like this is farming as well as he is. Yeah. But mid lane, obviously a bit inflated on the CS because you're against Broodmother, but the Spider Army, it's a coming. or fed to Magical there. He's going to start cutting creeps. He's just going to play the efficiency game. His goal is not to shut down Zai right now. It's to get his item as soon as possible and then run at him.
Oh, Ilias in trouble. Will go down. Inkswell goes up, though. They're going to look for Yapzor. It's just
Nice
crystallized,
trade.
but he'll be able to get it. Yeah, and he loves it. He's like, all right, I get level 3 now. Free solo experience. And you know, a 5-player, he's the one person on the team is like, yeah, I'm cool with that trade, too. And, well, so the Brood should just be farming middle. When do you start like actually hitting the jungle? Because it looks like he's still just sitting middle.
I
don't know when
don't
you start.
100% know her timing's like refined, but I do know that you just try to get this like medallion defusal type build, and you try to punish the other lanes as quickly as you can. That's what you're going for. And I think Beastmaster, the axes do seem to be proving decently effective, and he'll probably go like the Necrobook build for mana regen from the Sage's Masks is what I have to imagine he will want to do in order to just keep sustaining these axes. He's actually got a chainmail, which is pretty good against Brood. You only have 2 base armor, so he's maybe going for the phase boots, maybe going a medallion of his own, maybe just a casual chainmail for now, just to make sure he doesn't take too much damage. As you see here, the problem's already coming into fruition for Zai.
Yeah. Trying to kill him, as you said. A little higher magic resistance. It is only 39% magic resistance. Still a very high amount on the Spiderlings. Really? Yeah, I was clicking on him. When he has more, we'll look again, but yeah, it's 39%.
What? I'm looking this up right now.
He's looking right there on the screen. Up, Ilias goes down. That's on me. That's on me. That's on, you know, tell the observer to look at something. And they do. Never listen to me. You should know that, though. We are going to see Nisha still level 4 bottom. So actually, Nisha's getting a ton of farm because the Tusk and Chen are kind of just pushing past the creep wave and zoning them out. And now they're going to roam around. Bounty runes are spawning.
I'm looking this up, man. I'm determined.
Centaur goes for the Ring of Tarask, so he's just going to be sitting up here all game. They're diving Zai. He is in a lot of trouble. Under the tier 2, he's just going to try to send the Spiderlings in. There is going to be the axes thrown out. Will he be able to clear him out in time? He does with that extra chain, the chainmail and the soul ring. HP regen armor.
Okay, so it is 40% according to Dota Wiki. I guess I was wrong there, but for whatever reason it says 39% still in beta. It's fine.
Yep.
Centaur top is what I'm looking at here.
Okay.
Everything that's going on, right, is we see all the shenanigans bottom. We see all the trades going on mid, the dives from Broodmother. Nine Pasha is the victor of this engagement.
Funnily enough, Matumba Man right now is jungling. He went double Hector right now. Double Gloves of Haste, nothing
Hector.
else.
He looks like he's going Treads, Glove of Haste, Armlet, or he might even go Treads, Armlet. He may think that he has no time for Radiance this game, and I can get behind that notion.
Oh. But as you said, the spiders, there is going to be a problem at a certain point if you don't go that Radiance, but like you said, you can only solve so many problems at once.
They do have Roar up on Beastmaster, so they do have kill potential on the Brood. So I wouldn't be surprised if Tusker Invoker look to rotate. I guess this is a core Invoker in the off lane. He is higher level than the Ricky.
Well, Magical needs to be careful. As you said, hasted and as the Roar, but I love Magical, abusing the cliff and the webs.
He's looking
yeah, he really is. I was like, I will find you. The haste has about 10 seconds left. And there it is, going to be the Roar. Does he get him? Axes are stacking up one more. He throws them. Only one of the axes actually hits. Wouldn't have been a kill either way, but Zai getting toyed around with a little by Magical there.
All said and done, he is buying time. Yeah. Just distracting the Broodmother. I think it's worth him sacrificing anything for himself in order to slow down this snowball. Definitely going to keep an eye out for the Centaur Stampede. It is up. The Ricky is going to take some time to recover. And I know that Ricky can participate in the game before defusal, but with the start he's had, that is going to be a bit doubtful. As Zai paying the price for utilizing that Roar in the jungle like he did. Oof. And this is the exact fear I have. This is the pace of the game that NAVI needs. And they have the medallion done on the Brood. Stampede done top, and that's a solo kill. That's why Centaur is one of the scariest offlaners when given a good start. And I think the Broodmother pick is what really solidified that for them. And the implications of it are massive.
And Nisha's looking for the Shadow. Even Shadow wants to put him under, but the tag team and the Cold Snap. No, he will save himself for now. Crystallize is here. Only level 5. They need to be careful. Slayer should go down, and he does. Crystallize. Tricks of the trade down low. Zai just now shows up, but Roar still down for 15. Looks like he'll just TP, and he has to head middle. So as you said, Magical. He is.
And top tower is just dying to 9 Pasha, who's getting free retaliate stacks. He's got a Vanguard and a Ring of Tarask.
HP regen 10.
He's just living the dream right now, honestly.
He is.
He's just going to TP home. I think this is honestly really important. Is the last thing you want to do on Centaur is die.
Feed away that giant.
Yeah, like you're going to keep farming. Just top yourself off. You got the tower, and then you might even go bottom and give Ricky the top half of the map. Let's see where he decides to go on 9 Pasha. You're so beefy. Maybe go... Oh, he does go for the Crimson. He is committed. He has the Helm of Iron Will, so let's make that 15 HP regen. And now he's also got 8 armor.
Oof. That is pretty damn nice. Slayer, meanwhile, de-warding Navi. Navi's done a good job of just constricting this map and playing around the Broodmother. You can always pick a Broodmother, but you got to play around him, and they've done well in that.
Yeah, so Ricky does take the top half of the map, the naturally safer part of the map for the carry to play. And only level 5, so he's going to take some time to recover, but that also means a little bit less pressure on the Wraith King. As we see a rotation from Navi and a counter rotation from Zai. Who are they looking for here? I guess they wanted... He didn't like Slayer very much because I think he could have gotten Ilias.
Well,
it's going to be a kill.
That still will be a kill. 4 heroes here. Jiminy Jillikers, they do not like him. All the creeps
sir, well said.
It is Nisha farming bottom alone right now and actually getting levels. Surprisingly, Nisha hasn't had the worst laning phase down bottom. At second most net worth, only 400 behind that Centaur, actually.
Yeah, he's not going Urn on Invoker. He has a 4 position that bought the Urn, oddly enough. This reminds me of a very similar situation in one of my pubs. Not going to talk about it. But, yeah, Pasha does almost have that full Crimson Guard, about 500 gold off. Doesn't really want to overextend here. Be a bit careful. Bounty runes are spawning, but he is going to walk up and say goodbye to your mana, good sir.
Oh.
As Nisha yoinks it.
Got that broom handle on a Centaur with this good of a start. 3 armor, 12 damage. I don't even care about the range. Just those 2 stats alone. This dude is just getting beefier.
What did the range ever do to you?
Everything.
Okay. They took everything from us. He is going Diffusal on the Broodmother. So we're going to have a double Diffusal super early on one of them. The other one not so early, as Crystallize is in AFK farm mode for probably the next 5 to 10 minutes.
Has his treads and wand flying on the chicken right now.
Yeah, he's not completely broke, but he's the bottom of the barrel for the course.
Middle. They're thinking about it. He has that invis. They know where he's at. They even see him in the webs. The problem is you're level 8 and he's level 10.
He saw the room get picked up. They have a Radiant Ward that saw it. And they're just using his spiders here.
They really want this kill, but as you said, they should know something's up. And Yazai's like, this is pointless. I will just continue to push his lane so you can't take my tower.
I like Pasha's move down here. Really good pressure. It's mostly about enabling the Ricky is why he's doing this for anyone watching on how to learn offlane. It's like, Ricky can't lane here. He knows that his job is to take the dangerous farm on the map with this good of a start on 9 Pasha. Right now, that's bottom. Notice how many heroes are coming.
Oh, ulti's going to come down. It's for middle lane. They're going to try to run outside. He will get slowed up, like you said, but the roar comes on Shadow. Matome going to throw out that level 1 stun. Does he get a crit to finish him up? No. Gets put under. Shadow poison gets popped. The boar attacking. Matome Man runs away. And looks like Slayer's going to be... No, he gets chunked down by Zai there. Good axes.
Well played.
And bottom lane.
Yeah, Crystallize actually TP'd here, surprisingly.
Gotta be careful. The Crimson Guard has already been popped, but tag team still pretty good, especially if you have all these Chen creeps with you.
Yeah, Pasha's salving up, dropping his, or backpacking his health items so that he gets more efficiency out of that. Double salve, actually, one given to him by Ilias.
Damn.
So he's back to full. It looks like they made a kill attempt while what was going on mid, and that's why the Ricky TP bottom for the Cloud.
Ooh, they're moving. There's going to be a snowball forward. Crystallize will just blink straight away. Ilias, level 4, goes for Pasha, but Pasha just says, no, Inkswell, I'm running in. The one problem here with this build is, yeah, I'm not very mobile without my ulti.
He has Diffusal on Magical, so we may be seeing Zai in threaded bottom in mid lane, but at the meantime, Matoma Man recovering quite nicely, is going for the Armlet build that we mentioned, realizing that he has to participate in this game much earlier than Wraith Kings normally want to. And Magical does have an Arcane Rune. Vlad's being the first, or he was queuing up the Vlad's on Puppey, but has elected to go back for the build of the mech. Yeah. Very standard stuff, has the Vlad's aura items that he will probably eventually build into one anyways. Crystallized, scouted out by the true sight of the outpost. And here's Magical. He has the Diffusal. Wait, he just tried to TP. Wait.
Maybe a misclick?
Yeah, he definitely tried to Diffusal Blade him there and just TP'd. No.
That'll happen.
That might have cost him a kill.
Oh, and a smoke up from Secret. Yeah, we got 3 heroes plus those creeps with tag.
The Hawk sees him. He's dead.
Ooh, Magical. Oh, the Centaur stuff actually, but it won't matter. They get the roar, they get the snow. Penitence goes down. It's a 5-man rotation.
You have to do this.
Spiderlings
Very worth.
trying to run away. Tornado, they're like, we got to clean out some of these. And they do. They get the 5-man rotation, but Puppy actually, like, he's the one trying to. Oh, and Nisha gets sent down here as well. The tower does go to 9 Pasha, though.
It's really good that he's forcing this pressure bottom in the meanwhile, because they have to kill this brood. And if you do this as Centaur, you're either saying, come mess with me, or and like let brood wreak havoc on the middle half of the map, or if you go for the brood, you're going to pay the price with your tower. So both teams, I think Secret made the move they absolutely had to do. And Navi, despite giving the kill up on Broodmother, did make sure they got something out of it.
I'd say this does go to the late game. We don't have like a PL or anything. Is the Wraith King favored or like the Ricky? Like which team, I should say, in general?
It's pretty close, but I'd probably give it to Secret just by a small margin. I think it's going to come down to who gets to jump onto who in these fights, because you have the Beastmaster Roar on one side, you have like the Grimstroke Ricky combo on the other with the Centaur Stampede. So like both teams have pretty hard commit. And decent saves on both sides. You have the Shadow Demon Disruption. You have the Tusk Snowball. What is Tusk going for? He's got a Spirit Vessel queued up. Does have the shovel. And 9 Pasha keeps getting his mana burn in the bottom lane. Might just want to carry some mangoes and not even worry about giving himself clarities or anything, because it doesn't matter how many times you clarity up. You're just going to keep getting EMP'd. Nisha, first item, 4-staff. Not exactly the dream, but against Ricky, it's pretty good. However, if you get Shadow Demon ultied, 4-staff does not work anymore, because it is purgeable. And Shadow Demon ult, you move like 100 units or something. You move like really slight distance, I think.
I did not know that. Zai rotating on bottom there, maybe thinking about taking tier 1 that's pretty much full HP. He has the blast, has the phase boots in the wind, so he's moving. But on the other side, Radiant smoked up behind Magical, who's pushing in. Looks like each team is just going to dodge each other here for now.
Yeah, just the standard orientation of the map that you see.
Oh,
Radiant plays around Roche. We saw it last game with Alliance. Dire plays around the bottom half of the map. Secret getting a trade, but not necessarily the one you love. But at the same time, I don't really see a better option for them. It's really hard for them to ever contest this, because they first have to get that it's happening, and for them to have any information here, they would have had to go through a Broodmother to get there, and that's actually just not happening. So they look like they want to contest, but it is going to be a bit late, as that is pretty fast with the Medallion, plus the backstab from the Ricky. Almost has his defusal. BKB coming soon for Magical, and I'd say all things going according to plan for both teams. I think Secret has done their best to alleviate the pressure put on them in the early game by the Broodmother, but Navi's also taken most of the map for themselves. But it is an even game thus far, so I think that does say a lot about Secret.
Yeah. The only thing really different is a less than 1,000 gold lead, but they do have that Aegis
Bottom
now.
tower is actually going down.
Wow, those boars. The boars are putting in some work right here with the
Surprised they didn't fort this. It would have saved a lot of health, and it would have killed everything, because it's all summons, right? And interesting there. Do get some tier 2 neutral items coming out. Aquila for the Beastmaster. They actually don't have any agility heroes, so it looks like he'll be holding on to that one. Gets the Medallion. Has Vlad's himself, so Puppy no longer doing that.
Want to fight top. Matumbaman's actually going in on Ilias. Ilias,
he's fine.
Running away from the boys, but the shards come out. They actually miss. Yaps was like, damn it, I wanted to steal that, and then he shovels up instead. Matumbaman will take that kill. So a quick kill. Looked like Radiant almost wanted to go for that tier 2, and then they all just kind of bailed out of there knowing something was up. And the gold lead heading over to Secret's side right now.
Yeah. 9 Pasha still working on that Blink Dagger. Went for the full treads as well.
He slowed down a lot. Like, is it because he tried playing the team, or is it too scary now to play by himself?
I think he had to start taking the dangerous farm because of how bad of a start Ricky had. So naturally, if you're going to take the dangerous farm, you have to give up a bit of the efficiency, and more so you're just making space by effectively existing. Notice how the minute he left bottom, Secret just naturally rotated and took the tower. Him being bottom like he was preventing that, and it just comes at the cost of his own items, but I think that's just the natural pace of the game when your carry has a rough start. But Ricky, now that he has Diffusal, he can hit some neutrals decently. Playoff map, Centaur's going to return to the luxurious part of the for Radiant, that is, on the Dire top half of the map.
And now smoke, as we see from the Ricky as well as the Grimstroke. We still haven't seen too many Blink Strike plus Inkswell combos yet, and this might be the first
one. We have a Dire
one.
Ward that sees Magical. The Broodmother, yes.
Oh, but Zai, he should be going down here. That's going to be a hot spot drop, but there's going to be the Inkswell. There's going to be the smoke screen. This will be a kill. Level 14, by the way, on that Beastmaster.
That's a huge kill.
Yeah, that's a nice one for him. They needed that.
Yeah, Beastmaster does become a Broodmother of sorts, in the sense that he has summons and vision that provides him just control of an entire half of the map. And notice how you do have to smoke to kill these heroes. They smoke to kill Brood, you smoke to kill Beastmaster. Some heroes just don't die unless you smoke. Puppey plants a ward, but that may be giving him false information, as there was an Invis hero there with no sentry. The Tumble Man, though, has Blink with the armlet. He hits pretty hard.
He does, and we're just going to see him blink away. At least he'll even toss him. Thankful. Oh, that's a perfect double tornado. In they go. They wanted to get the kill, but they didn't have any detection on the Ricky, so they're going to bring at least. But he gets the double edge. The Snowball trying to run away, and it's so much damage being done to Puppey right now. In comes the Brood Mother. It's a 1-for-1 trade so hard, but Nisha can be the next one to fall. Slayer trying to run away, but Matumba, he's like, wait a minute. Uh-oh. There's 2 defusals here. He's going to try to run away. He does have 17 armor, so they don't do the most damage, and a nice stun into blink away.
I can't believe he got away there, honestly. I think Ricky Crystallized should have just manned up on him. You're scared of getting crit, but he had the Crimson Guard. You weren't going to get one-shotted. Just keep hitting him. But either way, really well played by Matoma Man. Good fight taken by NAVI, but still only a slight lead for them. After all is said and done, somehow against Secret, the other team seems to do a lot right, and it results in barely anything.
Yeah, you see the replay here. Ilias made anything, Crystallized, we can go in, but they bait him, and that was a perfect tornado by Nisha. But then Posh is just like, I'm here, pops the ulti, and they go. Bottom. Looking for a kill. YapzOr just goes down. He killed the courier, and I thought he would just TP after that, but stuck around a little bit too long.
He has a Dire ward there that also saw them plant a Radiant ward there.
And now, I like
maybe
Radiant
they did it while they smoked. Maybe they did it while they smoked. I'm not 100% sure, but a little bit of a weird vision game going on here. Getting caught like that. BKB done on Brood. He's pretty difficult to bring down. They do have tag team plus the Beastmaster Roar, so if they do catch him,
it's a lot. Oh, but Zai. Oh, look at that. The stomp. Don't take our outpost. And that's going to be Dire actually at both outposts there. So, as you say, that little bit of efficiency from Secret always keeps them in this game, even if it feels like they're behind. That's a lot. 350 experience per player.
How much is that per team, Grant?
3 times. Like 1450 or something? I don't know.
Perfect.
Is it actually?
No, it's 1750. But I wanted to make you feel better. But since you asked, I can't appear to not know on stream as well. So sorry, buddy. I throw you under the bus.
Yeah,
there.
it's okay.
He is going for the Ag Scepter on Brood. Aegis does expire, so they'll certainly be keeping an eye out for the Roshan spawn timer. It will be between the 23.5 minute mark to the 26.5. So once that 23.5 minute mark rolls around, NAVI will not be leaving the top half of the map. That's for sure. And you notice that Secret will naturally want to pressure the opposite side of the map to at least get something off the map or force NAVI to react to it, as Wraith King is going to be little by little shoving that lane in and working down that tower. Is going for a full Mjolnir, so not the standard Wraith King Radiance build that we have come to know and love being loosely defined. And Zai is also going to take the mid tower. So really good trades coming out from Secret, as I don't think they want to fight right now. I think they're very content to do nothing in terms of hero-on-hero action.
Oh, but a smoke from the Radiant top jungle, and you see they're running all the way across the map here. We did sit at ping top, so it's pretty obvious no one's here. Maybe Nisha a little bit scared, obviously, if they are still around, but I'm sure they have some sort of clue what's going on here.
Him farming here safely should give an indication to YapzOr and Matamo Man, but they may still catch him off guard. They have Centaur Stampede, but you see, this is such a good map awareness from Secret. Notice how long they stayed to farm. In their head, they have this idea of how long, if they were to have smoked on NAVI, it would take them to walk there. Like, that's like the advanced level of map awareness that you can really hone in for yourself if you pay attention to this. And Magical pushing in the mid lane. Secret maybe looking to jump him. Oh, they see the Ricky underneath the sentry.
They're going for him. Snowball for it. Oh, get the Crimson Guard off. Do we have anything to save? There's a smoke train. It is going to be a double stop. He's still alive and he will blink strike away. Ilias is the first one to go down, actually. Nietzsche trying to run. Yeah, the BKB by Magical and Pasha. They're just trying to run away, and this looks like a Secret one fight. Pasha, the next one to go down. He is worth a decent amount. Slayer, do we have a stun?
No way he got out there. Wow.
Oh, he barely gets out, like you say, but a 2-for-0 trade, and all of a sudden the death ball of Chen incoming to the middle tower.
They just don't have any damage, it seems like, on Navi. Like, I guess when Ricky gets initiated onto, it's rather underwhelming. Nisha had the frost armor creep on him. I'm like, how is this Invoker not dying to a Broodmother with a bunch of spiders wailing on him? But that That adds up. He also has a solar crest, so
Yeah.
with the solar plus the frost armor, he's at 33 armor.
A decent amount, I'd say.
Yeah, 31 armor, I guess. Maybe he had an extra aura on him. They have the Vlads, they have the Ring of Aquila, so that's a total of 5 AoE armor. They have 2 solar crests, so they can actually solar crest each other.
Yay!
And that's like double the impact of that, but wow.
This is scary. Now, all of a sudden, just after like that one team fight, right? You don't know what's really going to happen in a team fight until you see it happen. And then you're like, wait, they don't do that much damage to the items and the builds of this Dire team.
This is just a perfect example of Secret, in my opinion, getting cheesed, getting outdrafted just a slight bit, maybe getting caught off guard, and then just itemizing and playing in a way that stalls out the game. And the only way to deal with counter picks, and the only thing you can change throughout the course of the game, is items. So you have to survive long enough to get these items, and that's what Secret has done. Itemizing purely armor against the Centaur, who actually right-clicks really hard, the Broodmother, as well as the Riki. Almost purely physical damage as they look to get the backline supports. I like this targeting.
Oh, the creeps up. There's going to be a stun. The first one they go.
Oh my God.
Dead instantly. Pasha, you're supposed to be the tanky boy. He was dead mid-punch.
Holy crap.
That's an insane amount. That's Tusk plus Solar Crest, right? That punch, even without too many items. I'm pretty sure this is almost just a Rax, right?
That might even just be game in a matter of
they're going to buy
seconds
back.
here,
All right.
Yeah, okay, the buybacks do force them to retreat.
They got to do something. You buy back. You want to get something done, but the problem is the Tornado, and they are leaving together. But there's going to be the BKB pop by Crystallize. They want to bring down the Chen, but you see, he's even Solar Crest. He has 30 armor on the Chen. They try to roll in. Pasha's doing a lot of damage. It is big damage from the Shadow Demon. Is it going to be enough? Zai should be the first one to go down. He does. And Magical starting to right-click pretty hard. Sword dies as well. Puppy going to go down, and this is exactly what they need. Smoke screen down. Will they be able to get Nisha? It's going to be Bounty stolen by Posh right there as well. Nisha just trying to right-click. There's going to be the dust pop. He's trying to run. Gets a tornado off. He's alive for now, but not for much longer. He's moving.
They get
no
the
way.
dust on him.
No way he lives here right there.
The long-range disruption. Holy crap. The Ether Lens plus the cast range talent.
He's moved. What? Oh my goodness. They double TP'd and they're like, nah, you are not getting away. Double TP cancel, but...
And Matumbaman got away in the meantime. That's the crazy part to me. He survived twice where I don't think he should, and that's just a matter of them separating the good old Delta split. Invoker did require multiple heroes' attention in order to bring him down. The Roche should be up. Like 2/3 of the time, it would be up by now. And
you see, this is the big replay here. It was smart. It looked like they were going to try to rotate out together, which you should do. The Brood just started running him, and I think Nisha, maybe a premature tornado there, just scared of the Broodlings, and Puppy gets a little bit left behind, and then all of a sudden, smoke screens on the ground. He can't cast anything. BKB's popped, and they're just right-clicking Pasha, by the way. 3-man stun and all of the Chen creeps, so...
They actually only died there because of the double edge that hit the AoE around, so Pasha did like 900 damage to everyone. I think that's really the only reason they were able to burst down the heroes they needed to there.
Yep,
that's the only combo they have with the... I guess they have the Shadow Demon Purge, technically.
And, okay, they're running back in. It's a possibility. Oh, the scan. Radiant actually scans us out, so they know something is definitely up.
They have a dire ward that sees both supports.
Yeah, and they might just go in. We'll see.
Really good ward.
Not there yet either.
It's actually a good ward.
In this game.
They think it's dewarded, too. That's the thing. On the side of NAVI.
Uh-oh. Well... Zai almost level 18, I believe. Matumbaman as well. They're both like just a little bit. Please just get your level 3 ultis. I've seen this time and time again. They want to move forward. Just gonna be the Spiderlings all going down. No damage done. And now Matumbaman's pinged out.
I wonder if he'll take the spider attack damage or the attack speed. He's almost level 20.
What would you take, or what do you think he should take? Do you get the spider damage, or do you want to scale more late gaming?
He's taking Spiderlings, the spawn Spiderlings damage in CDR, so I assume he's going to take the attack damage on the spiders.
And bottom lane, by the way, there's a tier 3 tower gone. Well, not yet. Wait up. Now it's gone. And there's going to be the roll. Who are they going to go on? It's Broodmother. They just run forward. That's going to be an easy kill. That's a buyback, by the way. There's going to be the double, punching in the double. So much hits, but the big heal from Puppy is enough, though. Not for Yapzor as he dies. Zai getting chased down by all these Spiderlings. Crystallized, BK beat up. And Matumbaman, he hasn't even used his ulti yet, trying to right-click Pasha. Instead, they want to turn to Crystallize. He tricks the trade out. Looks like Secret will be able to get out, but that is a buyback. And will they just run Nisha? As Nisha's like, see ya, Roshan.
I love the atomization from Nisha here. 4-staff, Ghost Scepter, and a Solar Crest.
And the Intelligence Vambrace, which we rarely see.
How is that his build, Grant?
It just is. It's Nisha. It's Nisha, baby.
When you said the Intelligence Vamp, I'm just messing with you, dude. He is going for the AC on Beastmaster. Armor Central from Secret here.
And that Roche is just dead. So even though it looks like a okay fight from Navi, even though the Brood died, unfortunately they only did get one hero and a buyback from Yapzor. Secret's doing a good job of minimalizing these losses, and I always say in a game versus Invoker, your BKB charges matter the most. Ice Wall is one of the best late game skills because BKBs go to 5 seconds. All of a sudden, you literally cannot move against that hero.
And Ricky is not the farming hero that you would want from a normal carry in terms of recovery. That is the thing, that both carries were shut down early, but one of them is a Ricky. The other one is a Wraith King. Very different in terms of their recovery farming speed, as it does not look like in the net worths right now that Matoma Man had a really rough start.
It really doesn't. I didn't realize almost a full 3K up now, next closest.
Just gotta love his item build here. Really recognizing the state of the game. That's just what Secret does best. Teams like this. Itemization says so much about your understanding of Dota. You know what the pace of the game is gonna be. You know what your role in the game is. You know just basically what you need to do your job. And he's certainly had such an impact for the rough start he had.
Oh, and are they possibly gonna
Magical?
They're looking.
No buyback again.
Gotta be careful. Zai also maybe wants that extra 600 gold to get that AC.
They're going to ambush this bottom Rex. They have Solar Crest.
Look at this. Gotcha. Surprise. And look, they're all top. They're like, wait, what the hell? They're pinging it right now. They do get the glyph off of Matoma. He's got the Aegis. He's got the level 3 ulti. Pretty much 4 lives if he doesn't get bursted right away. Okay, they kill the creeps. Will he just continue to smack it? Is Smoke Screen a lot of damage? Yeah, well, maybe. There's going to be a snowball. Are they moving forward now? Moving to the creeps. The Raxes will survive for now. Backdoor protection procs. And okay, they couldn't quite bring down that melee Rax, so it will heal up.
There's just infused raindrops on the ground.
Yeah, just chill.
I love Magical accidentally picked him up. And then he's like, wait, what?
Wait, I don't want these. Get out of here.
They do smoke up on the side of Navi. They haven't lost a lane of Rax yet, but they are suddenly down by 7,000 net worth. When I say suddenly, it just... It feels like there's been fights, just back and forth. And then...
yeah, you see the net worth grab there and the EXP grab both about to be in Secret's favor. Even a pupil's gift on Chet. God, look at this Chet even. 24 armor plus the Guardian Greaves with 2,000 HP. It's tough. As you said, without that double edge, that actually is like almost all of their damage, it feels like, in these team fights, which is funny to say.
Yeah, so he has the talent that makes the double edge do more damage, but it's 170% of his strength, so it's like a 550 damage double edge, which is 1,100 if he hits everybody in the Grimstroke Ultimate.
He needs some more strength, it sounds like.
Yeah, he needs to just buy Reavers and mass them up.
Well, almost level 20, so at least he'll get that 20 strength talent if that's what he wants.
He'll almost certainly take that. They're kind of all in on that, it being their only magic damage. That is the one weakness of their draft that Secret has so elegantly exposed with their play style as well as items.
Do have an initiation possibly on the bottom lane. Matoma Man taking some big damage here. Might die to his own illusions. But the snowball to save one life. It is. They're going for the melee, but that is going to be the repair kit used. Slowly healing it up as axes, tornadoes fly.
Alacrity on the catapult.
It's doing work. And the Solar Crest. That boy is working.
That's the real carry.
It actually is. Look at how buff he is. 50 damage, 30 armor on the catapult. They're trying to kill it. They just can't. They're going to jump on the next one. Wait, Magical. Will he be okay? It's a nice save from Millie. A ton of damage being done. Immediately bring down the touch, but he gets healed up. Matoma Man just right clicking. It will be a roar on the BKB Broodmother. Do they have enough physical damage to bring him down? No. He doesn't have his ulti, though, so he is going to have to run away. Punch onto Crystallizer. Now Crystallizer on the backside. He will blink strike forward. Tricks of the trade. Tornado won't end up hitting him. The axes almost bring him down, but not quite yet. Instead, it will be Pasha. They are. They can't do anything. The repair kit not going to do anything. As you said, they're all full life except for Yapzor. and he's like, well, I got a spear vessel, I'm fine.
I think that's the impact of Chen that is the only. This is
don't
really
see
the
as much,
this is the palpable effect of Chen, where you use all of your spells, you actually nuke them all down to like half, and if they don't die,
Where'd the base go, by the way? They only lost one hero, but they're gonna lose 6 Raxes just like that. I don't. You can't
this
defend.
game, man.
Yeah, it is GG called by Crystallize, just like that. I don't blame him. It literally is just GG there. Wow, a well-played game by NAVI in the first 1 to 25 minutes, but we keep going back to a BSJ. The efficiency of Secret.